Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, bringing you part 6 of this Dead Money DLC video walkthrough for the game Fallout New Vegas. And as you can see, we're backtracking all the way back to the fountain after recruiting our third and final member. So it's just a case of going back through all the villa areas that you passed coming in and just being ever so careful of the things that make your collar beep and hoping that you don't blow your own head off. So the quicker you get back, the quicker you can progress to the next section. I'm just wasting more time here, primarily because I've just leveled up, so way, and just carry on basically. And as you can see, she's going to actually run all the way back to the fountain, so you can follow her if you're having any troubles, but it's literally straightforward and that door and you're fine. Then all you have to do is come over here and examine the plate on the front of this fountain. If you see it right there, those 4 white tiles will initiate the conversation, and as you can see, I'm wondering why it's not kicking off, why the tripwire's not been triggered, and instead I run over here and knife this dude. Michael Myers style, just hack him up. And as you can see, my character in VATS is a piece of shit, hence why I don't use these weapons. But pillage the bodies and then get back to the fountain. And this is going to be another pretty lengthy conversation with Elijah. Now you've got everybody together because he's going to be outlining what you have to do next. And the basic gist of this is you have to take each of the companions you've just got on a little mini companion quest, take them to a certain area and convince them to do a certain thing for you. And once you get all 3 of them to do their said choices and their said jobs, it will open up the gates to Sierra Madre. And I still haven't figured out how the fuck I'm supposed to trigger this, so that's why I'm looking at my map. So I'm like, I'm sure I'm in the right place, but nothing's happening. And lo and behold, I noticed that those tiles are sticking out, and there they go, they elevate, and here's Father Elijah. So click on it with A, and begin the conversation. And straight away, as you can hear, they sound pretty fucking awful, because I've got this at 300 times the normal speed. And it's just going to get us on to the next section just ever so quicker, because you're going to be speaking to this guy for a good 10-15 minutes. You don't want to sit here and watch me speak to the motherfucker, so it just makes perfect sense. In the meantime, I might as well go on about what I've got in the background. I'm currently sat doing this commentary with a couple of movies on my TV, and this one that I've just turned on is a piece of dog shit, and it's called The Marine 2. And I know what you're thinking. They made a sequel to that extremely bad Michael Cera, or whatever his fucking fat-necked name is. And yes, they did. And it's this. And it's pretty damn awful, but at the same time, it's fucking hilarious if you want to see a bad, cheesy action film. And I've kind of got it on low volume so I don't pick it up on this mic. And it's distracting me every so often when I see that these... Basically, the premise of the film is he takes his wife to this fancy resort to fuck her brains out, primarily because she's pretty attractive and he's huge, and some kind of pirates take it hostage because there's like a multi-billionaire who's the head of it, and the police come, well I say the police, the army come and surround this area where they've got all these hostages, these pirates, and they send for like an advisor, this military advisor and this politician, and they're fighting over jurisdiction and all that kind of garbage, and they decide to hire some mercenaries to go in and like kick the ass of these terrorists that have taken all these people hostage to get this money out of this billionaire. And lo and behold, the wrestler who was told to stay out of it sneaks in and kicks more ass than any of the mercenaries, but fuck that. It's garbage and it's pretty funny, so check it out, The Marine 2. One of probably the worst action films you'll ever see, but at the same time it'll make you laugh, so that's always pleasant. And it's got a lot of fat wrestler dudes in it, so way good stuff. But as you can see, currently speaking to Scarface, as I like to call her. And we've just got a perk because we're taking her, and I've chosen to take Christine first to do her mission. You can choose them in any order, whoever you prefer, whoever you want to get out of the way. And as you can see, when you select to do their mission, it'll show you where you need to go, and these are slightly far away than your other ventures into the villa. So make sure that you're stocked up on ammo, you've got a pretty high life, and go about your Fallout workout of killing dudes and picking shit up and dodging tripwires. And there's the vending machines. If you're low on stim packs or anything along those lines, you can do a bit of bartering for the Madre chips you've been picking up. And as you can see, the more recipes you get, the better these vending machines will be. And just make your way through this dull and dreary brown street. Which is a shame, because I seem to be shitting on the graphics on this game. Ooh, kinda sour green, a little bit like the Undead Nightmare DLC for Red Dead. Nice little palette swap. But as I was saying, I've kind of been shitting on the graphics on this game and the lighting and things. This DLC is just a poor example of it. The game itself has moments of beauty. I mean, sure, this engine is definitely showing its age, but it still has some really nice visuals, some cool vistas. And just be careful of the ghost harvesters, because as you can see, Christine's about as useful as a fucking lead weight. She runs in, she gets smacked once, she goes down, and she leaves me to melee attack this group of dudes. But if you can strafe left and right on them, sometimes they won't get a bead on you when they throw the spear, so you can dodge it quite easily. And a nice cheesy technique is just to completely circle them. If you can keep circling them, they'll attack where you were a couple of steps before, and you'll never take damage. But as you can tell, this arena is kind of cramped. It's got a couple of columns and pillars that are going to get in your way, so just manage the space intelligently and stay on top. And remember to pillage the bodies, because robbing the dead is a pastime in Fallout, so get that shit done. And keep checking your compass. As you can see, there's more red bars, which means there's more dudes. And there you go, perfect example. Circle strafe him, he doesn't know where he is, he runs away like a little girl. I could go into VATS here to make it easier, but I'm just getting a little bit slap happy. I'm slapping you, slapping you, slapping your face. And just carry on through this dreary path. Because I mean, look at some of this lighting, it's pretty yeah, it just sucks. See, I'm not even going to mess about with any fancy words, it's just poor. But each of these boxes can probably be examined, but I don't waste too much time, because you don't seem to find too much good stuff in a lot of the larger containers in this DLC, and it seems to be a theme running through it, which is kind of contradictory if you ask me, because I was venturing in one of the caves on the main game, and I ended up finding like 12,000 bottle caps in a fucking bin, which is pretty crazy. But once again, there's more traps. You will see me run into a lot of them, because I just can't see them on my television. Just examine the dining room, see if there's any good shit to sell. And just make your way up this building. But just, you'll see I'm taking it slightly slow now because I've been caught by a trap, so it tells me there's going to be more. And as you can see, there's a bear trap. You can either press on them to disarm them, or you can attack them and that will disarm them as well. They're nice and simple, nothing too difficult. A couple of more sneaky Sierra Madre chips there, and we're on to another roof. And as you can see, it's another one of Dean's stash, signified by... oh no, Jesus Christ, it's a light, it just looked like one of Dean's stash. Bear with me though, I'm pretty sure there's one on this roof. And there it is, can you see it glowing in the distance? Oh, somebody sounds like they're getting dicked. But I'm looking to drop down, and that will probably kill me, so that's not the way to do this. Giving myself a little bit more life. Always pay attention to your life. There's nothing more frustrating than dying when you have healing items. I'm personally a huge fan of items that use themselves when your life goes low enough. I know it can make it easier, and it doesn't make the game as punishing, but it also makes it a lot more playable for people that aren't necessarily great at video games, which is something every game developer should aim for, because the more people that play your game, the more money you will probably receive, the better acclaim you'll get, because it was playable for any kind of gamer. So just ignore what I was saying before. There isn't a Dean stash on that roof. I'm just a fucking retard, and this DLC, it all looks alike. So just keep your eyes peeled, and you should be able to find some pretty decent stashes. And here we go again with a bit more information on the Sierra Madre security protocol. Just clean out all the supplies you can. I never pick up the dirty water because it hinders you as much as it helps you. That was probably a trap, I didn't quite catch it. And there we go. It was probably the ghost seekers throw big propane tanks at you that explode, so be very, very aware of it. You can use it to your advantage. If you shoot them, they will explode. And you can pick them up and use them yourself, but once again, it's a thrown explosive, and my character is not mapped to do that kind of shit. This is more my cup of tea when I get to shoot people in the face, but... I don't drink tea, by the way, it's just an expression. I'm a coffee drinker. I don't know, you're probably all shocked. An English person that doesn't drink tea? Oh my god, the world's just stopped spinning. No, that's called a stereotype, and it's entirely not true. We don't all sound like Hugh fucking Grant and act faggy. But just carry on, killing dudes, dismembering, making sure they don't get back up. And just checking the sneaky corners and being aware that the lighting will screw you out of items if you don't look deep enough. And just keep going through this labyrinth of villa walkways. And you can tell you're getting closer to your objective because Elijah will keep chirping up and mentioning things. And that just tells you that you're hitting the tripwires that were placed down on purpose to tell you that you're getting further. And there we go, you have discovered the switching station. So run as fast as you can through the smog so you'll take as little damage as possible, and then go inside here. And this is where we need to take Christine, this is where her mission is. So, make your way through. As you can tell, I'm crouching again because I don't know if there's going to be any enemies, so I go ninja mode. And there we go, we've brought her where she needs to be. So now she needs to repair the electrical box so that we can gain access to the area that we need her to do her shit. And I think this all depends on your loadout, because there's two ways that you can repair this box. One of them is with your skills alone, the other one is with a load of junk that you might have picked up. And if you're the type of person that picks up all the shit, you'll be fine. But as you can see, I've got a repair over 60, so for me it's very simple. If your repair isn't over 60, there is a way to get that working. You just have to find the like conductors and tubing and all that kind of bullshit, and it will open for you. It takes 10 to 20 minutes if you're unlucky, trying to look around and find it, but fingers crossed you'll have some of that shit on you and it'll make it a lot easier. And all you have to do is go through on this computer and set this up for her. And the job's done, son. We can move on. Bang my light back on. And now we know that the frequency is going to start making my collar beep, because Christine gives you a passive ability so that you have a longer time to be resilient to the beeping. So if you stand near the speaker, it'll tell you that her perk is helping you so that it doesn't beep immediately, giving you longer to traverse in an area. As you can see, it's there. It's the equivalent of a counter UAV. But that brings us to the end of this video, so once again, thanks for watching, and you take care now.